My sister wants to take back the child I adopted from her. My sister Natalie became pregnant at 18. Since I've always struggled with infertility and knew I wouldn't be able to have biological children, I stepped in when she decided to place her baby for adoption. From the moment I held that child, I became her mother. Natalie, however, distanced herself and cut off all contact. Just 5 months after giving birth, Natalie got pregnant from a one-night stand, and at the time of birth either didn't know or couldn't remember who the father was. That changed when Violet turned 2. Out of nowhere, I got a message from a man named Thomas claiming to be her father. Apparently, Natalie had bumped into him at a club and drunkenly admitted the truth. I was skeptical at first, but we met up and Thomas immediately bonded with Violet. Over time, our connection grew too, and now 7 years later, he's not just Violet's father, he's also my husband. She called me out of the blue yesterday. I wasn't expecting it, but I answered. We exchanged some small talk before she mentioned that she had gotten married a year ago. Then she dropped the real reason for her call. She and her husband wanted kids but couldn't because he was infertile. I asked if they had considered adoption. She said there was no need because she could just take her baby back. For a moment, I was speechless before finally replying that if she wants to meet Violet as an aunt, she's more than welcome to. We could sit Violet down together and explain why she had been absent, but expecting me to hand over my child? That wasn't happening. She said she'd take me to court and sue me since she's the birth mother. I told her she was being completely unreasonable and then mentioned Thomas. That's when she lost it. She started yelling, throwing insults at me, and accusing me of stealing the life that should have been hers. I got too emotional, so I hung up. Thomas came home from work, and after I explained everything, he was absolutely furious. I feel bad because Natalie and I were very close as sisters, and I do empathize with her, knowing how difficult infertility can be, but Thomas said there's no way he's letting my sister get full custody. And I agreed.